These are some of South's most spine-tingling, scary stories.
There once lived an old creepy man named Bad Harry, who lived in an old mansion on the outside of upstate New York. He was said to have magical powers who made people turn to rats, but nobody went up to his house because who would want to have that done to him? And nobody knows, but people think he still lives inside the mansion.
My cousin Jessie woke me up in the crack of dawn at I would say 2 o'clock in the morning, and said that she kept hearing noises on the table next to her, and it sounded like someone was taking a cookie pan and smacking it against the table. And she thought it was my friend Mackenzie sitting on the couch, and when she said Mackenzie's name, Mackenzie wouldn't respond. So she came into my room and woke me up, and she asked me to listen for the noise, but I didn't hear anything other than the house settling. And I finally fell back asleep, and I heard the noise she was talking about. And she whispered in my ear, and she said, "Did you hear that?" And I said, "Yeah, that's the coffee pot, Jessie."
One morning, I was putting on my makeup, and I looked in the mirror. There was a crack, and there was blood coming out of it. I dismissed it as just my sleepiness. The next morning, I saw it again. It was bigger, and there was even more blood. I called my mom, and she said, "What are you talking about? There's no crack there." What? Am I going insane? On the third morning, I looked there, and it was still there. But behind me, there was a little girl with a glass shard in her forehead, bleeding. I woke up in sweat tears from this nightmare, and on my bedside table, there was a bloody mirror shard.
Ever since Julie was a little girl, when she got scared, she would put her hand underneath her bed, and her puppy would lick it, and it would comfort her. Well, Julie is now 14, and her parents were going out to eat late. She didn't want to stay alone, but her parents told her she was old enough to stay home alone. Well, Julie's parents left at 8, and after an hour of her watching TV, Julie went to bed. She was kind of scared, sleeping with no one home, when she heard a whimpering sound, almost like a puppy whining. She put her hand under her bed, and her hand got licked. She tried to fall asleep again. Then she heard it again, the whimpering sound. She put her hand under her bed, and her hand got licked. She finally fell asleep. It was woken up in this morning and to the sound of her dog barking in the backyard.